Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, waking up from delusion. We live in a world of illusion. To be caught by this illusion and be carried away by it is delusion. We can all wake up from it by actually seeing that things are illusory. Everything that is formed is illusory. It's an illusion. This piece of paper appears solid and real, but if you look closely with the atomic microscope, you see it's just constant flux. The carbon atoms are exchanging with its surrounding. It doesn't stay the same. Similarly, you can look at this piece of paper and you can see the bark of the tree. Without the bark from the tree, there's no paper. Without the sun, without the rain, the clouds, everything in the universe is in this piece of paper. This piece of paper is inseparable from the whole universe. Therefore, by seeing that this piece of paper and everything that's not this piece of paper is inseparable, you can apply the same thing to a human being. We think that there is something that persists in this. The person that walked in a moment ago is no longer there. You can see that physically, the bacteria in your body affects your mind. But it's in constant change. Not just the body, but the mind, the memories, the feelings, even consciousness. We can smell the flower at the end of the room. Where is the consciousness? Is it in your brain? Is it in your nose? Or is it next to the flower? You can't find what consciousness is. It's ubiquitous. The problem becomes what we call not realizing this delusion is dukkha, which is confusion, pain, and suffering. Think about once you have this identity of self, we drag along the whole history of this self. Something that happened 20 years ago, 5 years ago, or yesterday, we're still holding on to, carry with us all this baggage. This is bondage. Waking up means realizing that you are actually free from this idea of self. We personalize this confusion, pain, and suffering by giving it an identity. Me, I'm suffering. If we truly understand this, we have suffering still, but who is suffering? Who is the one that's suffering? We don't personalize it. There's freedom, freedom from bondage. There's joy. When was it the last time you feel the most happy and joyful? It is when we forget the self. Just think about the insanity that happens in the world today, all because we hold on to this idea of self. We can never truly love our neighbor as ourselves until we actually see our neighbor as ourselves. Through this understanding, that this piece of paper contains the whole universe. How do we practice waking up? We do this by watching our mind. Watching our mind is the practice of awareness. It's like standing at the train station, watching the train come by, the train of insanity. Don't get on the train. Just watch it. You cannot control your mind. The thoughts come and they go, but you don't have to be carried away by it. Everything that is formed is illusory. All you need to do is watch it. And then when you find yourself on the train, just come back. Come back to this moment. We live in a world of muddy waters. We can choose to be like a lotus, live in muddy waters, and yet shine. Mr. Toastmaster.